Hi, eaters. I'm Dr. Melody Garst, and I am a staff member here at the UCI Counseling Center. Today, I want to talk to you about distress tolerance skills so that you have something that you can turn to and use during a personal or emotional crisis. We'll also be talking about how you can build your own toolkit that you can turn to during these difficult times. Now, distress can look different for everyone. For some, it may be dealing with intrusive thoughts about suicide. For others, it may be struggling with urges to manage addictive behaviors or urges to engage in non suicidal self injury. It can also look like difficulties dealing with personal relationships or conflict with others, as well as learning how to cope with personal loss or trauma in healthy ways. When we talk about distress tolerance skills, we don't want to talk about solving the problem. What we're really trying to look at is ways that you can cope in the moment to get through and get yourself grounded so that you can develop a plan. So, when I'm talking about distress tolerance skills, I'm often talking about things that you can do for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes just to get you through. We're not looking to solve the problem. When we talk about building a self toolkit, this is really important because we never know when our emotions may overwhelm us or when a crisis or distressing moments are going to happen. And so we want to be prepared in the ways that we can. And one thing that we can do to try to control a little bit of those unpredicted moments is to have a self care kit that we can turn to cope during those difficult times. Now, a toolkit can look like anything. I oftentimes tell people it can be a basket of goodies that you have beside you. We can also build our own self-care box and decorate it and include different items that bring us joy and peace. It can also be in the form of a backpack. So something that you carry with you, whether big, small. Do you have this in your room? Do you have it at your office? It's really up to you. But having something prepared can help us feel a little more grounded and not feel like we're running around in circles in these already difficult moments. So I want to walk us through the 3 different distress tolerance skills, and then we're going to talk about different things that you can put into your toolkit to use those skills. Distress tolerance skills that we're going to talk about are distraction, self-soothing, and ways to improve the moment. So let's start with distraction. When we talk about distracting ourselves, we're really wanting to get out of the moment and get outside of our heads. A few things I like to suggest when we're talking about distracting yourself is journaling. So, journaling can take the form of poetry, writing things out, listing things out, writing in a narrative form. It really is up to you. You can do this pen to paper, and a computer, on your phone or notes page. It's really up to you. One of my personal favorites is coloring. Taking the time to be creative and express yourself and use a bunch of colors can just really be freeing and getting you out of your head. Also, in distracting yourself, doing crossword puzzles or word searches, anything that can get you present focus and out of your head. This can also include helping others, so volunteering, connecting with nature and going outside for walks, as well as pairing your current emotion with the opposite intense emotion. So, for instance, if you're feeling sad and down, maybe watching your favorite funny movie so that you can feel excited and smile and laughter to get you out of that emotion. When we talk about self soothing, we're talking about really looking about and thinking about our 5 senses. What is pleasing and soothing to us? So, oftentimes, when we're thinking about visual imagery, what are the things that bring us peace? So, that can be a beautiful image of a scenery that you've been or a certain landscape that you like. For me, I like to include pictures of my family and my friends in my toolkit to reflect on positive moments. When we think about auditory or things that we listen to, could be playing your favorite playlist on your phone or the radio, listening to your favorite podcast. When we think about touch, things that bring us comfort. So your favorite blankets, slippers. It can also be things that you can manipulate or that are tactile, because oftentimes that can be soothing. I know the fidget poppers are really big, or playing with Play-Doh, things that you can manipulate, again, to get you out of your head and into the moment. Another thing that we can think about is smell. So oftentimes when we talk about smell, we're maybe talking about aromatherapy, and using diffusers or aroma rollers to bring us comfort. Also, when we talk about smell, that could also be cooking our favorite foods. And so smells can take us back to positive memories. And talking about food, we can't forget taste. So having some of your favorite treats in your toolkit that you can turn to that may bring you comfort. In particular, I really like lozenges because you're able to have that taste and flavor for a longer period of time. And so that might provide a little more comfort. Lastly, when we talk about distress tolerance, I want to talk about ways to improve the moment. Ways to improve the moment can look lots of different ways. So I always think about encouraging statements. So having your favorite quotes printed out and either put on the outside board of your toolkit. So like this says, "You are wonderful." It may also be, we have our little positive stickers here from the counseling center that says self-care isn't selfish, your feelings are valid. So having your favorite stickers. My personal favorite is I like to put my cards in there. Oftentimes when we're in distress moments, reflecting on cards that our loved ones or people that we've encountered with or made an impact on can really bring us back to a positive feeling. Also improving the moment through guided imagery. So using guided imagery or different meditations, whether that's via your phone, having them printed out. Prayer and meditation can also be really helpful, and using things that are impactful for you. So having your prayers written out or certain scriptures, or if there's certain relaxation statements that bring you in the moment and bring you present focus, those can all be really helpful. So really what I want you to take away is managing distress and moments of emotional and personal crisis are very overwhelming. And when we automatically go into problem solving mode, that can oftentimes lead us to feel even more on edge. But if we try to think of ways to ground ourselves, and like I said, not solve the problem, but give us 5 to 10, 15 moments to just ground, take a deep breath, and bring us back to the present moment, we can oftentimes feel a little more calm and a little more present centered to deal with the situation at hand. So I hope this was helpful in learning more about distress tolerance skills, ways that you can build your toolkit that you can turn to during difficult moments. And also know the Counseling Center is always here to support you during your time of need. So if you find that you're in need of more clinical services or wanting to talk to a mental health professional, feel free to reach out to us by either coming into our office at 203 Student Services 1 building, or you can call us at 949-824-6457. Thanks, and hope you all have a great day. Bye, Anteaters.